Influence and Income. I'm your host, Danielle Whittingham. And of course, I'm coming to you live, not only on my podcast, but also on Facebook and Periscope. And I had an amazing opportunity to have second row seats to the Jay-Z concert in Houston last night, which is amazing. It was an amazing view. It was an amazing performance. But I'm not a businessman. I'm a business man. And so I had to look for the story behind the story. And again, hashtag shared as you share the broadcast. I'm giving away a copy of a book called Think Like a Billionaire by Scott Anderson. Because see, in order for you to amass $1 million, in order for you to amass $1 billion, you've got to take on the psychology, the mindset, the actions, the maneuvers of a millionaire or a billionaire. If you agree, put I agree in the chat. If you agree, hashtag agree. In order for you to do something you've never done, you've got to model. That was something Tony Robbins said early in the game. He said that success leaves clues. And so while you out there trying to figure it out all by yourself, there is somebody out there already killing the game that you can probably watch and mimic, or you can even pay for access to their secrets. So for you to be out there trying to figure it out all by yourself is ludicrous at best. It's ridiculous at most. So these lessons I learned from a billionaire, number one is be relentless. Be relentless. Jay-Z it was in San Antonio last night. He's in Houston tonight. He was in San Antonio night before last. He was in Houston last night. He's going to be in Dallas, I think, tonight or tomorrow night. Be relentless. I can guarantee you guys, if I look at your revenue in your business, I can see places where you have fallen down on the job. Somebody put ouch in the chat. I can see spots where you didn't promote as heavily as you could have, where you weren't all in on your commitment with getting people involved. I can make a direct correlation between your business activities to your revenue. That's a big ouch. Billionaires are billionaires because they take billion-dollar action. Some of you are still waiting after weeks and months and years to hire a coach. Some of you are still waiting after weeks and months and years to start a business, to write a book, to do something different than trudging to that job every day. Some of you have dreams and aspirations that you have yet to act upon, and your lack of action is shown in your bank account. That's just the truth. So you can keep watching me get money, or you can join me get money. The Black Code goes live tonight. Some of you are sitting on the fence, but the doers have signed up already. bit.ly/black BLAQ code. It stands for build, launch, and quit. Somebody was like, well, I don't need to quit my job. You need to quit something. You may need to quit being broke in business. You may need to quit saying you're in business, but not expanding. You may be the same spot that you were this time last year, this time the year before. And if you see other people elevating, that means that elevation is possible. So what are you waiting for? So number one was be relentless. Lessons learned from a billionaire. Jeff Bezos, $90 billion. It took him 24 years to get there. Some of you think that you're going to get there overnight, which is number two. Pick a path and stick with it. Choose a lane and drive in it. Stay on course. It will eventually pay off. Jay-Z didn't just start rapping. I've been watching Jay-Z since Reasonable Doubt. That was 20 years ago. Beyonce didn't just start singing and dancing. Beyonce been singing and dancing. She was a little girl. Some of y'all have a microwave mentality. That's another ouch. I'm beating folks up today. I ain't holding no punches. You can go ahead and type in ouch. Some of you have a microwave mentality. You think if something don't grow in a week or 2 weeks, then you're thinking to yourself, oh my goodness, it's not growing. That's a microwave mentality. What farmer do you know? What farmer do you know grows a crop overnight? What farmer do you know grows a crop in a week, in 2 weeks, in 3 weeks? If you blessed, you might have to wait 3 or 4 weeks for a crop. And baby, look at the time it took you to till the land. Look at the time it took you to get the money to buy the land. Look at the time that it took to get the money to buy the tractor. Look at the time that it took for you to get the money to buy the seeds. So we're not just talking about the crop growing. You got to have the tools. And some of you are just getting started and upset because you're not seeing the fruits of your labor. Fruit don't grow like that. So number 2, pick a path and stick with it. When I saw Jeff Bezos was worth $90 billion, I went back. I said, when did Amazon start? Amazon started, I think, in 1994. So 2004, 2014, 23 years. eBay started around that same time. LaTanya, inbox me on Facebook, baby, because you should. And you should be in the group too. eBay started around that same time. Google started around that same time. So we see a track record here. 20 to 23, 24 years in order for you to get to that $1 billion level. Yet some of you think you're going to get there overnight. If you haven't shared the video, share the video. I'm giving away a copy of the book, Think Like a Billionaire by Scott Anderson. We're talking about, that's another thing people do. We'll talk about that in a minute. Hashtag shared to win a copy of the book. We're talking about the concert I went to last night to see Jay-Z. And some behind the scenes lessons that I learned. Number 1 was be relentless. Number 2 was pick a path and stick with it. It'll eventually pay off. Number 3 was write your own contracts. The power of the pen. The power of the pen is amazing. Until you start writing your own contracts, you're nowhere. And if you're at a job that is not your contract, you've got to start writing your own contracts, calling out your own wages, making your own money. Anything else is unacceptable. You've got to demand more out of your life and out of your business right now. And you've got to be willing to do whatever it takes to get it. And if you're not, don't complain about it. Just shut up. And that's the truth. Write your own contracts. Number 3. Number 4, prioritize your money. Jay-Z said it out of his own mouth. He said, when I first got started, I bought more 6s than anything. He said, I had more sixes than the first grade. That's cars. He said, if I'd have known better, I'd have been buying real estate and I'd have been buying art. I'd have been buying things that were going to make me money later. Some of you guys say you can't afford the black code for $99 a week, and yet you're getting your hair done for $99 a week. You're getting your nails done for $49 a week. You're buying shoes. You're eating out. Prioritize your money or you will never have any. And that's the real message from a billionaire. He said he did it himself. Sean, I already know that, babe. We don't promote any names. If I want to bring up a name, I will bring up a name in my broadcast. Thank you. That's just etiquette. I know that because she's my client, but there's a time and a place. Prioritize your money. It's a big lesson from a billionaire. Number 5, monetize everything. He saw how caught up you guys were with what was going on with him and Beyonce. He saw, what you mean prioritize your money? I said it, sis. Stop wasting your money on foolishness. There is nobody on this broadcast that cannot afford some type of personal development. If you can't afford a coach, take a workshop. If you can't afford a workshop, buy a book. If you can't buy a book, go to the library and check one out. But don't just sit there in ignorance, because you cannot start a business if you've never started one and expect to be successful without help. Somebody say, ouch. You're running around starting businesses at the speed of light. And I say it every day. You don't have to hire me, but you better hire somebody if you want to stay in business. Yesterday, I interviewed Bishop Williams. And Bishop has a Harvard degree. He has a degree from Brown. He sits on 23 boards and committees. But he said, Coach, I had to hire you to teach me how to make money. How many of you do not know how to make money with your 2 hands? Somebody say me. There's a bunch of you on this broadcast that if it were left up to you making money with your own 2 hands, you would starve and your family would starve. Say me, just be honest. There are some of you that do not know how to make money without a job. Yeah. Bishop Williams said, I won't be ignorant all my life. So he said, Coach, I hired you to teach me how to make money, and that you did. And I offer some of you that same opportunity every day, and you sit there and stare at me as if you don't know what to do next, as if you can't come up with $99 a week. I really think it's foolish, because if you have a job and you can't afford $99 a week or $77 a week, you need to quit your job ASAP. You must learn. Somebody type in must. You must learn how to make money with your own 2 hands. And you must prioritize your money. If you ever want any hopes, somebody type in must, of getting you and your family out of the financial bind that you're in. Don't lie and say you're not in one, because I've already seen the numbers. That 75% of people couldn't afford a $400 emergency without calling a friend or without using a credit card. So this is a must. This is a code black. And Angie said, not anymore, because of what you taught me in class. So you must do something different for your financial situation to change. So lessons learned from a billionaire. Number 1, be relentless. Some of you are not trying enough. Number 2, pick a path and stick with it. Some of you are all over the place and think you're going to be successful. Number 3, write your own contracts. That means call out your own pay. That means AKA not a job. You use that job to transition to the next level. Number 4, prioritize your money. Invest in knowledge. If I have to spend $1 million to learn how to be a billionaire, won't it be worth the investment? Type in yes or no. Because I'll tell you this, we went back, we pulled my numbers. I just crossed the $1 million line from like April of last year. So generated $1 million in, 14 months, 15 months. But do you know how much it cost me to generate that $1 million? It cost me about $250,000 to generate that $1 million. Some of you ain't spending $1 in your business, but you want $1 million. It does not work like that. There's 3 letters I need you to type in. R-O-I. Yeah, I said it like the old folks. R-O-I. that is return on investment. It's biblical. You reap what you sow. And if you're not sowing a seed in your business, you will not reap in your business. You must always have coaching. Coaching is not a periodic thing. You must always have education about business. Business changes. As a matter of fact, Bill Gates wrote a book called Business at the Speed of Light. If you're not always investing in a business education, you will quickly and swiftly get left behind. What was true last year of Facebook is not true today. The things you could do last month on Facebook, you can't do today. The tools that you used last year may not be the tools you need today. So if you're not investing in a business education, you're running yourself and your business short. Prioritize your money, y'all. Prioritize your money. You must invest, not just financially, but you gotta put in the sweat equity, the elbow grease. You gotta do the time. bit.ly/black BLAQ code. If you're interested in moving to the next level, I'm ready when you are. But I'm not going to help you for free because I didn't get here for free. Sorry, not sorry. Number 4, prioritize your money. Number 5, monetize everything. Jay-Z saw how infatuated, and that's the only way I can put it, that you guys were with him and Beyonce's relationship. Instead of being infatuated with your own man, instead of being infatuated with your own woman. All of my classes, Kanoa, are virtual. My classes are international. I have students from everywhere in my classes. That's the new class. Instead of you worrying about your own bank account, instead of worrying about why you still going to a job every day, you're reading People magazine, trying to keep up with Beyonce and Jay-Z. So Jay-Z said, let me monetize it. Jay-Z said, let me write an album about the family. He said, and I'm just trying to give you a little bit of knowledge for $9.99. And you bought it. And you bought it. I bought it. Which goes back to write your own contracts. Because if you saw how that album was released, any billionaires in the room, just say me. I want to make sure I'm talking to the right people. Because if I'm not talking to the right people, then this is going to fall on deaf ears. Because I'm finna go back and it's about to get deep. Any billionaires in the room, just say me. Because see, I'm claiming my billionaire status. So if you're claiming yours, go ahead and say me. And if you haven't shared the broadcast, I'm giving away a copy of the book, Think Like a Billionaire. So make sure you hashtag shared so Angelia can go back and select the winner of the books. But here's how deep it's about to get. I said, write your own contracts. I'm giving away a copy of the book, Think Like a Billionaire by Scott Anderson. Hashtag shared when you've shared. Here's how deep it gets. If you see how he released that album, you had to be a Tidal, TIDAL, subscriber in order to get a copy of that album when it first came out. Number 1. Number 2, you could also be a Sprint user. If you had Sprint as your phone carrier, you could also get a copy of the album. Watch this. Write your own contracts. He put the internet on lock. You literally could not hear 444 without either signing up for Tidal, changing your phone carrier to Sprint, or already being a Tidal follower, Write your own contracts. And so, Gunny, now that it's been pronounced on you, what you going to do the work? See, we can claim billionaire status, but we got to go to work. Look at your neighbor and say, go to work. We've got to go to work. And in order to go to work, we've got to have the knowledge to go to work. I'll tell you next year when I make five. Next year when I made five, I'm going to come back and have the same conversation. Hopefully. Look at your neighbor and say, go to work. Hopefully some of you would have moved out of your dry place by then. Hopefully some of you would have listened to what I was saying and said, let me sign up for an old class and see if it's going to help me out. Hopefully you would have gotten beyond yourself to be able to do the work to reap the reward that God has already laid out for you. Hashtag go to work, neighbor. Go to work. So number 5, monetize everything. Monetize everything. He took that foolishness that y'all be talking on the internet and made millions of dollars with it. Number 6, leave a legacy. Line of Discourse is for beginners. It's an amazing place to start. But if you go to the website, it'll tell you that. bit.ly/BLAQ code. So leave a legacy. Number 6, he talked about that in detail. He said years from now, what I do now, this painting that I got, this land that I got, this real estate that I got, he said I bought it for $2 million. This time next year is worth $4 million. 10 years later, it's worth $8 million. I can't wait to leave it to my children. Some of you will leave your children with nothing. I just need you to say, ouch. Some of you will leave your children with absolutely. Matter of fact, the only thing some of you will leave your children with is the burden of burying you. And I see it all the time. It's past horrible. It is past horrible when you could do something about it today, but you choose not to. I see so many GoFundMes and fish dinners. Y'all, that's not an insurance policy. You're supposed to leave your children cared for. You're supposed to leave your children cared for. You're sitting around watching other people do it, but you won't do it yourself. bit.ly/BLAQ code. If you're ready to invest in your next level, I'm ready to show you a different way, but you got to reach out to me. I'm not going to come to your house and knock on your door and get you. Number 6, leave a legacy. Number 7, create generational wealth. See, Jay-Z and the work he's done, he'll always be known as one of the greatest rappers that ever lived. That's his legacy. What will you leave behind? Some of you have hesitated to write your books. Some of you have hesitated to build your business. I got a word for you. Your job is not legacy. You cannot leave that to your children. Yeah, we're supposed to leave a legacy for our children's children. So you got to ask yourself, where am I in that? What generational wealth have I created for me and mine? And if the answer is none, and you don't do something today, if you don't reach out to me or my team today, and don't reach out to us with a sob story that you can't afford $99 a week. I'm looking for people who are ready to go. I'm looking for people that said, that's it, that's enough. I'm going to make a way. I'm looking for people to say, no, I'm not going to leave my children with nothing. I'm looking for people who say that if it's possible for you, it's possible for me. Anybody else, you don't need to reach out to me with your whys, because your whys, they just waste my time. Your whys just waste my time. Your health is your wealth, but your health is nothing if you're broke, Kimberly. We're talking about financial. We're talking about financial wellness. How well are you financially? How well are you in the spirit and in the physical if you don't have a roof over your head? You can be the healthiest person in the world. How healthy you going to be? if you can't feed your family. Money is not everything. And money does not create happiness. But at the same time, being broke doesn't either. It's something in your house that you can turn into $99 to get into a class to grow your business. There's a way. There's always a way. But you got to choose. Number 7, create generational wealth. We're talking about lessons learned from a billionaire. Lesson learned from a billionaire. I went to Jay-Z's concert last night. Hey, Bonnie. I went to Jay-Z's concert last night. Be relentless. Pick a path and stick to it. Write your own contracts. Prioritize your money. Monetize everything. That's right, Gunny. Deuteronomy 8:18 says we have the power to create wealth. Number 6, leave a legacy. Number 7, create generational wealth. Number 8, charge your worth. Y'all want to know how much my tickets were last night? Do y'all want to know how much my tickets were last night? My tickets were $1,500 for 2 second-row tickets. Somebody look at your neighbor and say, charge, neighbor. Somebody look at your neighbor and say, charge. My tickets were $1,500, literally for a 90-minute show. Yep, Kimberly, health is important across the board, but we're talking about financial health today. If you're a health coach, go live and talk about that. But I'm talking about how healthy can you be living paycheck to paycheck. I know that your physical health is very important, but your financial health is too. You cannot discount that. Your health is your wealth, but your wealth is your wealth too. Look at your neighbor and say, charge, neighbor. I paid him $60 a minute, and I wasn't the only one. So you know what that told me? And my team has been telling me this and telling me this and telling me this. So Alto Vish, you're right. Robin, you're right. Candace, you're right. Vanessa, you're right. This year in Atlanta, December 1st to the 3rd, our general admission tickets for 3 days are only $127. The VIP tickets for 3 days are only $227. This will be the last time. This will be the last time. And you can mark my words that you get into any conference of mine that is 3 days with that many powerhouses on the stage helping you build your business. This ain't no hype conference. This is a business building conference. You ever, never come into an event of mine for that lower price. Because your earning potentials after leaving that conference we can't even put a total on it. bit.ly/ATL Inspire. If you miss it this time, you may pay $500 this time next year. If not more. I just left a conference in San Diego that was $3,000 a seat. Look at your neighbor and say, wow. It was a great conference. It wasn't as much information in that conference as they're going to get in mine for $127. So if you haven't bought your seat for Atlanta, you better get it now or get left out. bit.ly/ATL Inspire. Charge your worth. I learned it last night. I'll never do it again. I'm trying to keep the conference affordable. I'm trying to make it possible for people to attend. But you know what I realized last night? As I looked around at all the people who had paid $1,500 not to build a business for 3 days, but who had paid $1,500 simply to be entertained. I said, you can't. Nope, ATL is not just for women. You can't help people that don't want to be helped. And the people that want to be helped will find a way, and everybody else will find an excuse. Catch that one. People who really want to go to the next level. Because I'm going to tell you, we don't use the word cheap gunning. Very inexpensive, very affordable. I learned this is my last year. You better get there this year. You better meet the people that you can. Because this time next year, if you didn't get the education this year, you won't be able to afford next year. That's just honest. There's levels to this stuff. And it's time for me and my clients to level up. So charge your worth. I learned it. And now I'm going to teach it to you. Number 9. Number 9 is going to take some of you, kind of throw you for a loop. But guess what else I learned? You don't have to be cute to do this stuff. Somebody say amen. When I sat there looking at Jay-Z on that stage, Doc Lely, they're just talking about, inbox me please. When you look at that, they're not talking about a year-long provision. They're saying PhD members get the conference free. But if you sign up for PhD, it's a year-long commitment. The tickets are just $227 for VIP. You don't got to be cute. Celia, I'm not going to say he ain't cute. Because there's no such thing as an ugly billionaire. Can I get an okay or an amen or a coach you right or something? Celia, I'm not going to say he not cute. Because I ain't never seen an ugly millionaire. I ain't never seen an ugly millionaire. I ain't never seen an ugly billionaire. Hello? So I'm going to leave that one right there. Because, baby, you start looking real cute. Do y'all ever sit and wonder why Tony Braxton is with baby? I was sitting one night. I said, what do Tony Braxton see in? Oh, I got the counting. Baby's money. Money and power make anybody look cute. To somebody. I got the counting. Because you know baby ain't paying folks. So baby even got Lil Wayne money still. Hello? I got the count. I said, oh, Tony ain't had no hit in a while. Hello? When last time Tony Braxton had a big old hit? So I know her money is looking suspect. She got bills. She got bills. And I love me some Tony now. I do. But when baby came along and she saw that bank account, I saw that ring on her finger. I also saw that car he bought her. And ain't no telling how many ones he throwing at her, baby. Baby would start looking good to me too. So, just being honest with you. So for whatever your reason is, listen to me close. This is where the teaching comes in. Whatever your reason is for not getting out there, you're too fat, you're too short, you're too tall, you're too thin, you don't speak right, you don't speak well. I can name you a billionaire that has that same impediment. Somebody say, ouch. See, while you're counting yourself out, I'm counting you in. You can tell me name the reason. Name the reason that you don't go out there and play big. And I can name you, I came from a horrible background, coach. Jay-Z did too. Oh, well, coach, I was divorced and it's some divorced billionaires. You can name, Warren Buffett talk like he nervous sometimes. Name me your reason for not playing big, and I'm going to call you a coward. And the reason I'm going to call you a coward is because you can't name anything. Ooh, and you know Oprah stayed fat. Hello? Oprah been battling her weight long as I've been battling mine. Is that a true story? Is that a true story? Oprah has been battling her weight. And so when I started lying to myself about not getting on video and that I was going to wait till I lost some weight and, the camera put on 10 pounds and she did care. But her billions were worth more to her than her fear. Now that should have hit somebody in the head. Her faith in her next level was greater than her fear of being laughed at for being fat. I don't care if you call me fat. What you won't call me is broke. Did anybody catch that? I don't care if you call me fat. I can lose weight. Can you make money? Let's go blow for blow. You call me fat, I call you broke. My family does not lose food because I'm fat. My family doesn't miss out on college because I'm fat. Hello? You better find you somebody out there that can be your beacon, that can be your icon, that can tell you that guess what? It's a bunch of billionaires out there that look just like you. So what's your reason? All right, Mr. Charles. He said, don't call me a coward. That hurts my feelings. But I'm just being honest with you. And if somebody is not honest with you, you can't wake up out of that stupor that you're in. You're in a drunken maze. You've been institutionalized. You've been bamboozled. Run amok. Led astray. You've been taught to work a job. Ooh, Charity said, big girls don't bounce checks, baby. We bounce. Hello? Big girls don't bounce checks, baby. We bounce. So until you wake up and take whatever God gave you and run unapologetically out into the world with it, you won't have it. Number 9, you ain't got to be cute. Baby, Jay-Z didn't even have a haircut. Did y'all hear me? Jay-Z didn't even have his haircut. Who gonna say something? So while we running around pretending to look rich, while we're running around aspiring to look rich, we're not really rich. Let me help you make that transition. I could see how much money the people spent to get ready for that concert last night. Girl, A. Marie, we just talked about he cute. I could see how much money, baby, they laid it out. They was walking in there with $500,000 outfits. Jay-Z had on some Adidas jogging pants that I'm sure weren't new. A t-shirt that I'm sure weren't new. Very good, Alyssa. Alyssa says she using what she have to get her ticket to Atlanta this weekend. Come and see me, baby. I will bless your life. He had on a hat. Exactly, Marie, that check you heard me. He had on a hat to cover up the fact that he ain't had no haircut. And I don't even remember what kind of shoes he had on. While y'all out there in the line jockeying for position with Jordans, I can't even remember what kind of shoes he had on. You don't have to. It goes back to number 4. Prioritize your money, people. Stop spending your twos and fews in a way where they won't come back to you. Number 10. Take care of yourself and your business so that you can take care of others. And Mimi, I caught that a long time ago. There was a period of time. Listen to me, y'all. And if you've really been following me a while, you're going to remember this. There was a period of time where all I wore online was white t-shirts and black t-shirts. And people would ask me why. Why you wear the same shirt? It's not the same shirt. I have about 5 white ones. I have about 6 black ones. Number 1, I wore them because I was spending my time to create content to come online. And that other 15 minutes trying to figure out what to wear, that would be the difference between me going live 2 times and 3 times. So just by simplifying my wardrobe, I added thousands to my daily revenue. Somebody say, wow, just by simplifying my wardrobe, it also simplified my ability to be able to brainstorm revenue generating ideas, because I wasn't caught up in the closet trying to match a lilac and a purple. So when I simplified my wardrobe, it also increased my ability to be able to generate more money. It also gave me more time for prayer and meditation. And that prayer and that meditation is what I needed to really carve out my first $1 million year. That prayer and that meditation gave me the encouragement, the push, the focus. I think to be honest with you, and me and Darius talk about it all the time. The simpler you make your wardrobe, the more time you have to spend on things that matter. You're spending more time figuring out your wardrobe than you are figuring out how you're going to get generational wealth. Exactly, Trendy Socialite. I don't even have 30 pieces. And I only really get dressed from the waist up. I'm going to teach y'all how to do that when you grow up. So stop spending so much of your mental energy on wardrobes. When Mark Zuckerberg, the billionaire, is running around with a pair of blue jeans and a gray t-shirt on. Stop. The more you simplify your life, the easier it's going to be for you to focus on generating real money. Somebody type in hashtag real money. The more you simplify your life, the easier it's going to be for you to manifest some real money. My coaching program is simple. Y'all be calling me, asking me all these questions about the black code. What is the black code? You build something because you got to have a product to make money. You launch something because you got to launch something to make money, and then you quit. People are like, well, I don't have a job. Well, quit being broke in your business then. You stop worrying so much about what other people thought about you. Now, that was a lick upside the head for some folks right there. If you stop worrying so hard and so long and so much about what other people think about you, you might can make some money. You might could start a business. And Lord knows if you stop donating extra time and energy to that job that barely pays you. Lord knows if you stop donating your mental energy, your physical energy. Yo. Come on now. Lord knows you'll be in a different place. Okay, Dana, see you in class, baby. So you guys, you have a choice to make. Some of you will say, you know what, coach? Teach me how to make money. I'm ready to go. And some of you will keep watching me like TV. So this is what I'm going to do. Today is November 9th. 12 weeks from now, when my students graduate from the Black Code, I'm going to bring them back on here and let them show you how much money they've made so that you can understand that we not playing. So you can understand what you're missing. Brenda, we're talking about lessons learned from a billionaire. I encourage you to go back and watch it. It's been really, really insightful. Guys, listen to me. You either know how to make money or you don't. There's no shame in it. You either know or you don't. But if you don't know, it's a lesson you must have. It's 12 weeks, Addison Media. We rip it up. I'll be back here in 12 weeks telling y'all about my people. Falasha Day and Antoinette, tell them how much we learned in 12 weeks. In 12 weeks, you literally learned so much. And the biggest thing you learn, like Bishop Williams said yesterday, you learn what you don't know. A lot of y'all been in business a long time, and you don't know what you don't know. So check it out, guys. bit.ly/black BLAQ code. Guys, if nothing else, hear my words. You have billionaire capacity. You have billionaire capacity. You have billionaire potential. You have billionaire opportunities and ideas. The only thing that's missing between you and that billion is your ability to execute. Takia, it's not too late to enroll. Class starts tonight in about an hour and a half. And Bishop said it yesterday. He said even with a degree from Harvard and a degree from Brown, and he said I sit on 23 boards and commissions, but I didn't know how to make money. And that's what Coach taught me. Listen, I'm not doubting how good you are in your industry. I just know I'm good at making money. And I'm good at teaching other people how to make money. So the point of contention is not, are you a great doctor? Are you a great lawyer? Are you a great dentist? No. The point of contention is, do you understand the 20% of your activities that are going to generate 80% of your revenue? Do you understand that? Or are you going to be out in the weeds? That's what Bishop said. Bishop said, I'm not going to stay ignorant forever. Quite often, Magal. Yes, that's okay, LaToya. It is an online course. Absolutely. You can launch even if you're a business broker for somebody else's company. You can launch even if you have a job, guys. Just don't miss the opportunities to get started. And again, you don't know what you don't know. And you'll never know it until you turn that corner called faith. Listen, guys, I'm going to get out of here. If you're a volunteer speaker or ambassador for Atlanta, we have a meeting tonight. So make sure you're there. You okay, Sean? So make sure you're there. If you're interested in seeing me live in Atlanta, VIP tickets are only $227 for 3 VIP presentations for me. Again, you'll never get it again at this price. bit.ly/ATL Inspire. Guys, I love you. I thank you for everything you do for me, for my brand, It's not over. It is far from over. And when you see how we light this nation on fire next year, don't forget that I offered you an opportunity to come. So I'm saying right now, you have a chance to hit your brand, your vision, your business, your ideas to a star. You can hitch your brand, your business, or your idea to this moving train. It's not going to stop moving. Long as the Lord allows me to be here. Don't forget I gave you that opportunity. There are people out there right now who Oprah said, come with me, because I'm going regardless. Don't forget. Okay, thank you, love. Love you guys. Have a great evening.